Okay. Let's get into it. It is Deez What's.
Suck your lousy dick.
Nice.
You didn't tell me which one was Deez.
That says it on the screen.
Oh, let's look at that. And a 1, and a 2, and a
D. Suck your lousy dick.
Yeah, so first and foremost, ghost stories. Have you seen them? Have you not? Do you believe in them?
That's such a rough question. It's so rough.
Yeah, if you're not experienced yet, it will be rough.
Because I got things that you could say were experienced with ghosts, but then I don't know. You know, sometimes you just see things. I've done mushrooms.
That's different than seeing. So.
Yeah, you're right.
And I only know these stories 'cause I've experienced myself.
Yeah.
My grandmother,
Yeah.
my auntie,
Yeah.
same house,
Yep.
experienced. And I guess I'll start off with my grandma. Nobody believed her. And she used to sit in the house. We stayed, it was old, like apartment complex we stayed in Sacramento. And like we wouldn't be there. She'd be there by herself.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get there or my family get there, she would complain about a kid playing in the house.
Mm.
Or a kid coming touching her or something, and nobody was ever there. So it's like, okay, whatever, it's grandma. But then my auntie, she told a story too. I didn't know. Like, she told a story every time she's in the shower, she would hear this little girl singing to her downstairs on the bottom of the steps. She'll be in the shower, but she'll hear singing coming from the bottom of the steps.
Dude.
And I confirmed this with her because I called just to confirm, like, okay, I was a kid. I wasn't just thinking this stuff up.
Yeah.
Until I seen it.
Okay, so you were there when you were a kid, and they were talking about it in real time.
Real time.
You
all
called
the
them
time.
back.
My mother knew. Everybody knew.
Yeah.
But as me as a kid, I never. Okay, whatever. You're just talking.
So when you talked to them about it, like yesterday, were they like?
No, it was.
Was it like vibrant?
Yes, they told me it was literally legit.
Oh my God.
And I wish I could make a phone. Like if I have a phone call to have my auntie tell you what's going on, what happened.
We could do that. But no, we won't do it today.
But we could bring it back up.
Yeah, but it would be interesting
because she would tell you the story. Because I called. Because I was like, okay, maybe no.
Yeah,
and I know for a fact because I seen the little girl.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I'm gonna tell you why I seen it because back in the day when it's about a certain time of night, you're watching TV and they go static.
Yeah. 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 The TV would go static.
I can't remember what time, maybe 12 or 1 o'clock.
I feel like it changed back then. Like it just depended when they went, like Comedy Central. Yeah. Comedy Central never went static, but PBS went static.
Yeah.
Like Channel 8 would go static, but Comedy Central would just switch over to like 12 hours straight from like 10 o'clock until 2 or like whatever in the morning. It would just be Girls Gone Wild commercial.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was one of those nights.
I never watched so much television.
I was there and I was sitting, I was sleeping, I was sleeping and I woke up and the TV it was static there.
Yeah.
But
damn.
As I opened my eyes, there's this little girl. She's sitting in front of the TV. She's sitting in front of the TV and she gets up, she hops up, she walks and she runs into the kitchen laughing. Dude.
No.
Dude, I'm scared. Because only me and my brothers, I think my sister there, but this is a little white girl.
Yeah. That you shouldn't be here.
Do you think it'd be less scary if she was a different color?
No.
It could be more scary.
No.
I think if it was,
I was thinking, I knew everybody was there.
I think it was a little Chinese girl, I'd fucking.
Why are you here?
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And nobody ever found out what happened, but in that apartment, something happened to the girl. But it was never clarified what happened in that apartment itself.
I don't like that.
And the only reason why I say that's because my grandmother is blind.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
My grandmother is blind, so she can't see. All she do is hear a kid playing in the house. And my mom, when we would get there, she's like, "Who's in here?" Like, nope, it's just you. What? But the whole time she's hearing this kid play throughout the house.
Dude, that what you literally just described a horror story. All right, we had technical difficulties. We're back. We can't exactly remember where we were in the conversation, but your grandmother's blind. She never was able to see. She heard.
Yeah.
She would hear. Your aunt saw.
Yes.
You saw.
Yes.
And this is like what you're describing to me when I hear it is the plot to like one of the most terrifying horror movies I've ever seen. Like it's right there with like, maybe it's just my generation, but our generation, but it was The Ring.
Oh yeah.
You know, like little bitch shouldn't be there crawling through the TV at you. Not cool. Watching TV. You know what I mean? You open a closet door and there's a little Chinese kid and meows at you for no reason. That's terrifying.
Shouldn't be there.
Get out of my closet.
Where'd you come from?
You little freak, dude. And oh my God, the way they made it where like that girl went in the attic with that weird little cat kid and that other Asian bitch with the long hair.
You're talking about The Grudge.
Oh, are those different movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ring is the 7 days videotape one.
Long hair Asian though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Well, I don't know if they're Asian.
Definitely. They're set in China.
Yeah. It looks.
The Ring was in China? No, it wasn't.
Sure it was.
You're just making stuff up.
Nah.
Or I'm thinking about...
What's the difference? There's no difference between those movies. That's the same movie.
Go on.
So, but like what I'm hearing, like this could be The Grudge Part 2, dude, because I don't like any bit of what you're saying. I don't want a little dead girl. And by the way, when kids die and haunt a place, that's the scariest version of, there's like, when you think about how some people die, and if you die in a horrible enough way to stick around and fuck with people for the rest of the time, that's not cool, man.
But that was the thing. It wasn't like she was scary or trying to scare you.
Should have been watching TV.
She was just there.
Putting on Barney in the middle of the night. Like, I love you.
Like, she used to just play around, like you said, sing to Monty, and she was just there.
She's a Casper ghost.
And
Friendly
she wasn't
one.
trying to freak the hell out of you, but
Does your family still live in this house?
hell no. And it's crazy because that time I did see her,
Yeah.
nah.
You're out.
No.
It's done.
And it's crazy because my other grandparents stayed directly across the street.
Yeah. Oh, so you never
So,
come back.
my
Like,
mom-
I'm not.
No. I used to go there during daytime.
Yeah.
As soon as nightfall hit, I'm gone, baby.
I'm going to go see my other.
Yeah. I'm across the street.
It's getting late. That's funny, dude. I got a ghost story. And I don't really know. I really don't know how I feel about ghosts. Like, I'm sure there's ghosts. I'm sure there's ghosts. Why wouldn't there be ghosts? I'm sure there's alternate realities. Maybe some of these ghosts is like some of the realities like bumping a little bit, you know? You get a little reality bumping. But like you also see just scary stuff. Like I saw on X the other day, I saw like a 9 or 10-year-old girl pick up a little boy. Like that might have been like I think he was 3 or 4, and she picked him up and she put him in a well. But it takes a minute, right? Like in your head, you just grab a kid, you put them in the well, they fall in the well. No, like in real life, they'll hold on to the sides. So you got to shove them. And if you're a 10-year-old girl, it's hard to shove a 3-4-year-old boy down a well. He don't want to go. He's looking down. He's like, get me out of this well. And she was like, no, you're going in the well. So she worked at it, and all her work succeeded. Eventually, he fell into the well, and then she walked away. That's how you make a ghost.
I think I've seen that too.
Yeah.
What was the race behind that?
The reason?
No, the race.
Chinese. It's always Chinese. No, dude.
Sorry,
China. You guys are all right.
First Alabama.
You guys just
and then he jumped straight to China.
Fuck Alabama. I'm just kidding. Alabama's fun. Alligators.
Trumpster.
But you said you you have a ghost story.
Fake news. Yeah, I have a gay story. It's a gay ghost story.
This is why I don't sleep on my stomach anymore.
Ghosts can be gay.
Sure they can.
Oh God.
So the well. I want to get back to the well though, real quick before we get into the ghost story, because that's how you make a ghost. I'm pretty sure that's how you make ghosts. Something terrible happens enough to like imprint on that moment.
Angry.
Like angry or just like super brutal, scary way to die. Imagine being 4 and falling in a well. That's the scariest thing I can imagine at 4.
So you're pissed.
I don't want to fall in a fucking well now.
Like, oh, before you die. Oh.
Yeah.
You're floating. Okay. Yeah, we fucked up.
Every time somebody walks by, like, fuck you. I died in a well. My family has a restaurant. And while we were building the restaurant, and it's an old house we were converting into a restaurant, so we'd be working there from early morning till night. We're building a bar. We're putting lights in the place. We're doing everything. And there was only like 4 or 5 of us that would be there all the time. I think it was it was mainly just close family and friends. And there might be like 5 or 6 people there max in the day. And this was one day we'd been there all day. It was getting dark. I think it actually had just turned dark. And I needed to go to the restroom, and I walked up and I saw somebody in the bathroom. There's like a little hallway in the bathroom, and I saw somebody like at the sink. Looked like they were washing their hands. So you would only see like their back. You wouldn't see their face. The sink's like right here, and there's the doorway wall.
Yeah.
So I walked around the corner because the person that was in there was wearing like a red shirt. And blue jeans. And I walked around the corner. I was like, who's in the bathroom? Because I didn't recognize. I knew what everybody. It's like, who is that? I knew it wasn't somebody that had been there with me all day.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what are you talking about? There's nobody else here. It's just us. I'm like, oh, I know that, but there's someone in the bathroom right now. Like, was somebody coming? And they're like, no. So we all walk around the corner. Like, who's in the bathroom? And there's no one in the bathroom. When we look outside, and the way that the Creekside Taco Shack sits, it's like a building in the middle of the land.
Yeah.
So pretty like, unless somebody ran and went down into the wash, which I guess could have happened. But that wouldn't explain everything that's happened since then. And the booth, you can go ahead and run away from there because you know this probably better than anybody.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just fucking figures, dude. Every time I give you a shot, every time I give you a chance, this is what you do.
There's a spooky ghost at the Creekside, and it's real. He's being so for real right now. It might be gay.
He's not gay. It could be gay. It doesn't matter. But shit falls down.
I've never experienced anything there.
Bullshit.
I swear to God, I've experienced nothing.
Everybody else has. He's the only person that has it. You haven't seen anything on the cameras?
0 bits.
Okay, well, to be fair, what I'm doing now is hearsay. I've never seen anything on the cameras either. But I've been told. You really should just go with it. Now the story is terrible. So there's no fucking story. So why we even do the ghost story segment?
That's a great story. For you looking dumb. I love it.
You're dumb.
No, I'm serious though. I've never experienced anything there. But I've also heard plenty. I've heard a lot from people who were there.
You said that first, bud.
Yeah, you should have said that at first.
No, I stand by how I'm doing this. But I don't know. I can't verify or confirm.
Okay, tell us the shit you've heard now that you're done with that part.
I don't even remember. Oh, it's not good. You asked for this.
What a jackass.
Did you think I had
This
something?
is the booth, everybody. I've heard stories. I haven't heard any, so I don't know what the stories are.
I've heard stories. They just weren't good.
What were the stories?
I don't remember. They weren't good. You remember every story you hear?
Generally, were the stories of shit falling down or moving? Were they ghost type stories?
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
That's it.
I'll fill in. I've been the manager at Taco Shack for the past 10 years, and I have heard of people talking about silly ghost story things happening.
I don't sound like that.
Now you do. You had an opportunity to sound like you. Now you fucking sound like that.
You want to hear my ghost story?
Please.
I don't have one.
That's on theme.
No, I do have a ghost story. You were there. You were in this ghost story, and I don't know if you remember this or not.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Go.
You ruined my shit. I'll ruin your shit. Okay.
Yeah, you want to shit on my ghost story? Then fuck you.
So when we moved into, coincidentally, when we moved into Queen Creek, the neighborhood that we lived in is across the street from where Creekside is now, and we never stepped. We were never on that property until we were building the restaurant. But we were one of the first homes in this neighborhood. We were one of the first people to move in, and so we moved in with nothing. We had like lawn chairs in the house with no blinds. We slept on the floor. I'm pretty sure the first couple of nights or something. But so there was no blinds at all. But it was also Queen Creek 20 years ago, so there wasn't a lot of traffic. There wasn't a lot of people there. But every night around like 10 or 11 o'clock, I just get a strip of bright white light on the wall. And of course, it was across from the window, so I didn't really think much of it. But it was maybe like a foot or two across, but it just went from the top of the wall touching the ceiling to the floor. It didn't go onto the ceiling, and it did not go onto the floor. And then you'd see kind of shadows running through it, kind of like when you see heat in the daytime. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of the waves like above your engine or something.
Vapors.
Yeah, vapors.
It's vapory.
It was vapory.
The light was vapory?
The light looked like it had vapors running through it. So it was like a very dim shadow, but vapory kind of texture, I guess, running through it. And I tell you about it, and I think I told Pops about it, and you guys brushed me off like, no. Never happened. And one night you were in my room and I said, like, just so like eerie as hell. I'm like, this is when it usually happens. And you're like, what? And I was like,
Dude.
the lights. And at that moment, the entire wall lit up white with the vapors running through there. And you're standing there and you're not projecting a shadow to the wall. And you looked back at it and you're like, but then the lights just close. They literally, from both ends of the wall, they close in. And you went, nah, something outside, and left. I did not think anything of it. But I'm looking at you like, okay, it's only ever been a strip. We talk about it. Fills up the wall. You're not casting a shadow. And you were like, nah, no big deal.
Were we doing drugs?
I didn't even think about that. I guess it wasn't a ghost story at all.
Sounds a little druggy. I don't know. Yeah, that's strange. I do remember like one time when I was a kid, I remember watching I don't know why it seemed scary. Remember that there was like a channel like TBS, might have just been TBS.
It's a scary channel.
Did they have like, would they do like Saturday horror movies or some shit? Like Saturday night, Fright Night. Like they used to do that shit on TV.
Yeah.
I think it was TBS. And they would play like
TNT.
It might have been TNT.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny, dude? These kids will never know about like fucking TV networks. But so terrible. Like Nickelodeon fucking gooing people.
They still goo people.
That what?
Yeah, they actually, so the NFL is on Nickelodeon sometimes now.
Oh.
And they goo people. Just CGI. Obviously, they're not going down on the field. And
I thought the only people gooing anybody anymore were the Germans.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Oh,
No.
God.
Tell us.
I don't know what you're talking about. Where were we going next? Oh, I was watching scary movies, and then I swear to you, dude, I saw like a little short goblin like walk by
Are you
the.
thinking of like Tales from the Crypt?
Nah.
Not that guy?
No.
See, Goblin.
Nah. It wasn't like that. It was just like I remember getting up on the couch a little further. And then when I watch those movies, dude, then I get like all freaked out about like the cracks in the couches. I saw my stick its hand up through there, dude. You ever feel that way? Yeah. No, I knew it.
Jeremy was saying it a lot scarier, like he was going to get grabbed, and you went straight for the.
Yeah, he said someone sticking in. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, but like if a monster did do that, you're like, what are you doing? That's not even scary, dude.
Stop. Stop. Seriously.
Got you.
Not funny. All right, keep going.
All right.
That's crazy.
We spent too much time on this.
Nah. I think it was all right.
Nah.
We would have got through it faster if it weren't for your fucking, I've never heard a 10-minute goddamn fakeness.
I've never. Okay.
All right, D, what's your next?
No, wait. We got to end it on, so consensus. Are ghosts real?
I've seen it, so yeah.
They're real. Jeremy?
I have no fucking idea. Maybe. Probably.
They're real.
Why wouldn't they be real? I started that way. I was like, they're probably real. I don't want them to be real.
Why? You're going to be one day?
Oh, dude, fuck that. I don't want to be a ghost.
I think I'd rather go to hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might be drug free down there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You be like, who? Do whatever you want.
Ghosts do drugs?
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, go nuts.
A little bit hot, but
It's like Arizona.
It's a dry heat.
It's Arizona.